Welcome to Franchise Canada Chats, the podcast that takes you inside the world of Canadian franchising. I'm Renée Boudakian, founder and CEO of Rubicon Franchise Partners, and your host for Season 9. This season, we're going beyond the business model to uncover the real stories of franchise owners, the risks they took, the lessons they learned, and the successes they built. Join us as we sit down with franchisees, their franchisors, and industry experts to discuss emerging trends, cutting-edge technologies, and operational strategies shaping the future of franchising. Whether you're thinking about buying your first or next franchise, this podcast is your inside track to franchise success in Canada. Behind every new franchise location is someone brave enough to take that first entrepreneurial step. On today's episode of the Franchise Canada Chats podcast, I'm joined by Stella Hoang, who is about to open her very first location of Sabai Thai Spa, fulfilling a long-held dream of owning her own wellness destination. We're also joined by Nuttha Goutier, founder and CEO of Sabai Thai Spa. Sabai Thai Spa was established in 2005 by Nuttha, who moved to Canada from Thailand and recognized an opportunity to bring authentic Thai wellness traditions to the Canadian market. Together with her husband, Jacques, a registered massage therapist, Nuttha has built a brand centered on creating spaces where guests can experience rejuvenation and escape from everyday stress, bringing the essence of Thailand's healing traditions to Canada without requiring a plane ticket. Stella, with her 5 years of experience in hospitality management, particularly in guest services, operations, and the wellness sector, discovered Sabai Thai at a Franchise Canada trade show and was immediately drawn to their comprehensive training program and emphasis on community connection. Today, we're exploring Stella's journey towards business ownership, why the franchise model feels like the perfect fit for her entrepreneurial aspirations, and how Nuttha's vision and support systems have helped transform Stella's wellness passion into a business reality. Let's dive in. Stella and Nuttha, welcome to the Franchise Canada Chats podcast.
Thank you for having us here today.
It's our pleasure. So Stella, you are about to open your very first location. Congratulations. That is super exciting. I would love to rewind a little bit and ask you what really brought you to this moment. Tell us a little bit about your background and what drew you into wellness and entrepreneurship in the first place.
Yes, so thank you for giving me the opportunity to today. I'm really honored to be here. I have a 5-year experience in hospitality management where I focus on guest service, operation, and wellness sector. The background that make me passion for delivery, the customer experience, and deeper into the spa industry. So although this is my first business ownership, I long dream of opening my own spa, but rather building from the ground up. I'm trying a established brand, proven, already commit to the success. So it's offered the proven path to success.
Love it. And how did you first come to find out about franchising as a business vehicle, as a business model that you could, instead of starting your own business, you could look and become a franchisee with a great brand like Sabai Thai?
Yes. So the first time I talked to Sabai is at the CFA Vancouver shows. While I explored the franchise opportunity, Sabai Thai stood out due to its commitment to quality, wellness, and customer focus. So after researching the brand value and service model, I feel really strong alignment with my own personal and professional belief. So that's why I choose Sabai to do the first time at the franchisor and the first time, yeah.
And Nita, coming and really asking about your pathway, you started the business 20 years ago. And when
Yeah.
you started it, did you think of franchising as something that you were going to do? I know you've recently began franchising. It's been less than a year. How did you go from starting your own
Mhm.
business to now the franchising pathway that you've come to, which allows more entrepreneurs like Stella the opportunity to become business owners as well?
Yes, when I start my business in 2005, 20 years ago, actually that year, when I opened the first location, we have so much interest in the local community. Everyone will come say, thank you so much to open something that unique, give more cultural experience. We really love to see more in different community. And that time I just, oh wow, actually I could open more community, right, with the Sabai Thai spa. And it just a local community and everyone just so support with a brand. And that made me thinking about franchising on 2005, 20 years ago. But I did not go to that journey, the franchising at that time because of the lack of knowledge of franchising and just not quite understand. And I thought this business model would belong to the boutique area, and I just keep opening more location at the branches. Many years go by, I still interest in have opening the Spa Thai spa to more community. The only way to be able to do it to expansion franchising model for people. In the last 2.5 years, we drive in very deep into franchising, understand, and we do all the benchmark report and drive in very, very deep and study. Throughout that time, I discovered that actually a brand, a quite strong branding, we have a heart, a soul, and the brand with the spirit and cultural and with the support and the training, it come out quite stronger than a lot of benchmark that I have done. And that where I feel confident to offering a franchise model and opening up opportunity to people like Stella and more people.
I think that
Yeah.
that's so important and something to be said about having a brand that's been established for 20 years. You've had
Yeah.
the learnings, you've had the ups, the
Yeah.
downs. You've really
Yeah.
figured out and fine-tuned the system, and then being able to bring that to your franchise partners and have them kind of get all of that learning so that they don't have to
Yeah.
go through that. Franchising
Yeah.
does that, but I think the fact that
Yeah.
you already had such an established brand is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd love to go back, Stella, to the Vancouver franchise show when you were walking around the floor and you saw Sabai Thai for the first time. What about the brand or presence initially drew your attention and grabbed your attention?
Yeah, it's really stood out to me. For why I walk in, and then the brand is I asking why I talking to the head of it in the show. I feel that the Sabah Thai is offer the operation system that and training program um, and the providing the community wellness that I couldn't find anywhere. Um, yeah, that's really stood out to me.
Love it. Nita, I know you're at many, if not all of the shows. Do you remember when Stella first came to the booth? Were you there and did you?
I actually am there that day because, of course, our first show, I want to be there for our first show. And it's amazing how many people interest. I think our booth is the most busy booth on that show. Yeah, we just get crowded of people. People come in, just have so many questions. I think we have over 139 lead on that event of the
Wow.
inquiry, yeah, of our brand. And it's amazing to see that, the perception of people interest, right? It's quite surprised that we like, wow, actually a lot of people interested in our brand. And I saw Stella come in and she interested, and she talked with our team. And of course our team is, we have a training team, we have a franchise development team, and I think we have marketing team in there as well. And our operation team is there as well to every question that people have. Here we go. We have a team to answer your question. Yeah.
So the franchise shows are a great way for new and prospective franchisees to kind of go into one place and walk
Yeah.
the show and get an idea of various brands and franchise opportunities available. I'd love to hear, because it's super unique that we have both the franchisee and the franchisor today. I'd love to
Yeah.
hear from both your sides of what the experience looks like, because as Stella is getting ready to open, the process of her due diligence and what she was going through in her research steps is very fresh. But also, Nuttha,
Yeah.
for you, it's probably also very fresh because
Yes.
the process, you're just still going through it. So, Stella, from your side, when you came up to the booth and you started to ask some questions, tell us a little bit about from the moment that you found Sabai Thai at the Vancouver franchise show up until signing the franchise agreement. Give the listeners an idea of what that process looked like for you. What were the steps that you took from the initial moment you found them to signing the franchise agreement with Sabai Thai?
Oh, the moment that I first saw the Sabai is really impressive for the brand, the commitment to the customers' service, to the health, to the wellness. And so after I want to go further to know more the brand, to know more the commitment. So I I found that the head office team is really open-minded, really accessible, and really commit me to help me to answer me all the questions that I didn't know about before the business. Um, I feeling the knowledge for me about the spa, about the wellness industry overall. The first time I tried the first hand massage in New Westminster location in Vancouver. It's really kind of give me the solid foundation and confidence for me to know that this is the brand I want to commit to, and this is the brand that I want to go further and give it to the customer.
And Nuttha, from your side, when you have a franchisee, a new franchisee who's kind of exploring the process with you, or I should say more accurately, a prospective franchisee, what are the steps that you take them through to help them along their research and decision-making process? Are there some key milestones, whether it's an in-person meeting, whether it's Zoom calls, whether it's going over the franchise disclosure document? What does that process look like for our listeners?
Yes, we have a process, like people can reach out to us if convenient. We like to meet in person. Zoom is convenient for everyone. Yeah, we go with concept overview, and then we go into, more like a deep dive into a brand, and then we get them into FDD, if they have any question. And then after that, we give a lot of people option to discover about a brand, and also give them an opportunity and time to research what brand actually they really want to do, because we want them to make a choice for themselves to choose this is brand they want to commit to. We very open for them to let's explore to different brand, go and just before you're making a choice,
Mm-hmm.
take your time and then make the right decision for them. We want people to make the right decision for themselves and to be happy with their choice. We support people in either way. They want to be in a brand or they're exciting to be at a brand. We are happy for all for prospective franchisee.
What are some questions that you think a prospective franchisee should be asking to you, the franchisor, or
Yeah.
of themselves as they go through the process of exploring the franchise opportunity?
Pretty much just a brand value, why Sabai Thai Spa and what we offering, and if we're the right fit, and then of course, financial, right? People we have open for 20 years. We do have a financial support uh, on that as well. But usually, we want people to find the right match is to deep dive into a concept if that's the right fit for them and the right fit for
Yes.
us. I think that's the most important to join together because it's a long-term commitment.
Yes, I agree. And Stella, what were some of the questions when you think back to, some of the top questions, maybe top one or two questions? What were those questions that were coming up for you when you were meeting with Nuttha and the team, and you wanted to get their guidance on and their feedback on? Do you remember what your thinking process looked like back a few months back?
Yeah, yeah, it's is because this is my first time experience and this is my first time to franchise
Mhm.
sing. So the process is really exciting and really remember because every step I met is really um, rememberable. So the top question I usually ask when I go to the franchising is that um, what is the brand and what is the brand value to the customer, to the community? So once you know the value, you're gonna know the brand is going to do good or to do bad, right? So understand the mission, the value is that really good for you to understand the brand.
Love it. Love it. That's super
Yeah.
helpful. And I think for more to know the types of questions to be asking. So in your training journey, onboarding and training, have you completed training? Are you in the middle of training? Where are you in that process of getting open with your first location?
So right now in the kind of middle of the training, so hand on the system, get familiar with the system, and then get confident to opening the first.
Love it. And what has your training and support experience been like so far with Nuttha and Sabai Thai?
Okay, 15 is really open-minded and really accessible.
Mm.
I can ask every question that I love to ask, and they feeling the knowledge for me. So make me the training and ongoing membership is give me the solid foundations and confidence to give me to step on my first role of business owner.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of something that either maybe surprised you in a positive way or impressed you about the onboarding and training process that you're going through right now?
First time because I want to know more the brand mission and the brand value. So I first visit one of them location in New Westminster location in Vancouver. The first time I step into the store, opening the door, you can like go to Thailand without a ticket. The the store is really friendly, really relaxing, and giving the people like me, as well as the customer, giving the background is that you go to Thailand without a ticket. It's really impressive to me for the first time going to the location.
I love it. Well, I think it's super, super important to be aligned and with a brand, especially for your very first entrepreneurial endeavor that has solid support systems like Sabai Thai. So, Nuttha, that's really a testament to all the years of hard work that you put in. Nita, I'd love to hear from you. How do you describe the culture of Sabai Thai?
With the Sabai Thai culture, we truly care for other, right? We truly care for the customer, for the people that work with us. Our cultural is very warm. Like that's where my first goal when I opened the first location. I want to create a warm culture for people to work inside the spa because you there for so many hours, you see more than your family and your friend. I want to create that environment. That's my first goal. And then I want the customer to come in, they have the journey, they have the experience that I want them to travel to Thailand without getting on airplane. The first step they come in, they feel transported and very warm culture, warm hospitality, the smile, the customer service, the five senses, the sight, the see, the smell, the sound, the touch, the taste, right? We are taking care of that, what I would like people to experience in the first step that they're coming in, and that create the warm cultural. And then I want to maintain the essence of Thailand that people can enjoy the essence of Thai wellness or the spice of Thai wellness in their local community, that they don't have to travel to Thailand without getting on airplane here.
I love it. Well, both of you have accomplished
Yeah,
a very significant milestone. Nita, you have your
yeah,
first franchisee, and Stella, you're at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey.
yeah.
Stella, how would you say your life has changed now since taking the transition of going and starting your entrepreneurial path? What so far have you seen in these past few months has changed for you? Um, and how has your mindset changed now being a business owner?
Yeah, it's really the process is really exciting. And then I learn on the way, I learn more about the business mindset. I learn more the knowledge of doing the business. It's really helped me to open-minded for the business is really I really exciting to
Mhm.
looking forward.
I love it. Um, Nita, I think maybe it's helpful for us to take just a quick step to talk about the franchising
Yeah,
model between the franchisor and the franchisee, because I think there's some
yeah,
listeners who might not even understand fully. So, can you share with us, and we can talk specifics if you want, or just general, but when you have a franchisee who becomes a partner with Sabai Thai, what
yeah.
does that look like for them in terms of what they're doing upfront in terms of a franchise fee, as well as how does that structure work in terms of the royalty and the support that they're getting for that? I think sometimes there's a lot of misconception. So I'd love to just take a minute and talk with you since
Yeah.
it's so fresh.
Yes. Yeah, franchising definitely different for sure. It's a low risk business to get in because you gain the experience and the proven business model from the a lot of talking about franchise, right? Or franchising, they already done a lot of work already, and then you just get right on it. And but the support for us is we uh take what you call 60,000 initial fee
Okay.
upfront. The initial fee is pretty much supporting from the training, the site selection, and conception design, and lease negotiation, or the legal fee, and just all the construction support, all the way to open and the beginning of the opening. And then after that is ongoing support, right? All the training support and marketing support, or the other, accounting and HR support as well. And then ongoing fee is 6% ongoing fee for loyalty fee. And then 3% of the brand fund or marketing fund, people call. And those will go toward the general awareness of the brand, that driving directly to the traffic to all the franchisee. Yeah.
I love it. I think that would you say it would be fair to describe the franchise or franchisee relationship as one where the franchisor is really they're a partner in the business with you, but they're
Yeah.
they're a minority partner. The franchise owner is still, they're 94%, essentially, and then the 6% royalty is coming to you. But that partnership allows you to create all the support and the systems and the training and ongoing infrastructure for them to be successful. So I think it's helpful for some of the listeners just to understand a little bit about the structure of franchising, because the question comes up sometimes. I even hear it at franchise shows. Well, why should I pay that as opposed to just starting my own business?
That's a lot of question. Yes, I got a lot of that too. For 6% that people pay is just not, sometimes people, oh, why I have to pay that? I open my own instead, right? I go and open my own business. And then some people did. I saw them did. They go open it and, the business not doing well because they don't have the same support. They don't have the same experience. And less than a year, I already saw somebody already out of business, right? But with the franchising, the 6% that they pay into the 6%, they get so many support, the field consultant, the training team, the marketing team, the accounting team, all those support and the knowledge that people have on those teams that they can share. And that what the 6% that go to it is the support team, right? And to have the resources to give it back to them. Actually, those 6% actually go directly back to support the franchisee. That for my side, what I see, yeah.
I love it. And can I ask, what do you see in Stella or franchisees, prospective franchisees like her, that gives you confidence that they'll thrive long term with Sabai Thai?
Yes. When we go through the journey with Stella, I know she's the right fit. She will rock it. She will doing well, and she will become multi-unit operator because she have the drive and she believe in a brand, a core value, and also it's the right match, right? And she believe in a brand, and she will doing very, very well. Yeah, and we're here to support her any along the way. Yeah.
I love it. Stella, a question for you. So you're going through the process. I have learned that you have got the location, you've secured the location. You're now going through like the permitting process and just kind of the steps in real estate, more or less. Opening a business can come with challenges. I mean, there's a lot of really amazing pieces to business ownership, but there are also challenges as well. What have been some of the biggest learning curves or roadblocks you've gone through so far? And how has the support that you've gotten from the franchisor really helped you to overcome those?
So it's really really challenging for skill the location in Vancouver for the real estate size. So my experience that we have waiting for so long to sign the lead to skill the locations. We really nervous, really worries that we cannot get this location because it's really nice. There's community there, but when we talk to the head office, to the Sabai, they giving the knowledge, they giving the advice that just be patient. Everything will come along, and everything will on set. If you have patience, and that's the thing that I want to know more in the long way to the success. Yeah.
I love it. And Nita, from your side, what have you kind of experienced in terms of any challenges that you've needed to help Stella to work through, if at all, in these early days?
In Vancouver, is secure the space is the more challenging in Vancouver. To find the the space is it's just the landlord here is very challenging to deal with, and not many commercial space is available in Vancouver. If they are available, the price is so high, and that is I think that is the more challenging for us. Everything else is easy. The training, the marketing, everything else is easy. The more challenging for us is real estate. And we have a real estate team that we work with them so long. We go in, usually we are quite ahead. We always look ahead, even the before building, even some building, we always have an eye on the real estate all the time. Even that is, we still found it challenging, but we put through it. We have a good support team. We have like a lawyer team, the real estate lawyer team, and plus the a realtor guy team. We very pushed to it. We know how to put to it. We know how to work with the landlord and all the real estate people. Yeah, we have that
Would
experience.
would you
Yeah,
say so? I've heard from a number of brands like
yeah,
vacancy rates are very, very low, and that's kind of what you're
yeah,
speaking to.
yeah,
And I think what I've heard as a theme is that when you are as part of a brand, a franchise
yeah,
brand that has a presence, especially Sabai Thai has a presence
yeah,
in Vancouver, in BC,
yeah.
um, that you are able to actually get the attention of landlords as opposed to those independent businesses who might be
Yes.
trying to compete for those same spaces. Are you seeing that as well to be true?
We seeing it, but usually every time we reach out to the landlord, of course, the landlord, prefer to work with a franchise brand, and especially with our brand is well known in the lower mainland here. The landlord would prefer it. We would be
Preferred.
the prefer uh you know cheaper for the people person for the landlord to go into. Yeah,
Love it. Love
but the
it.
vacancy is very challenging in Vancouver. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I think that that's honestly a theme that we've heard across the board.
Yeah,
And I think it gives you a competitive, I think it gives franchise brands a competitive advantage because when you can show to the landlord you already have so many locations
yeah,
and you're expanding, they have more confidence, or they can have more confidence, I should say. So that's
yes,
wonderful that you've been able to already secure the right space. And
yeah,
now it's a matter of continuing down the construction process and
yeah,
getting that space open. That's very exciting.
yeah.
So, I want to ask a question to Stella about, your past and history of working in operations and wellness. From your experience so far, what has been the biggest advantage of building your vision with a franchise system?
So, with 5 year experience in guest service and operation, um, it's really give me the knowledge, the confidence that I deliver the customer experience and for the spa industry. So yeah.
And just to follow up on that, you have what would you say would be some of the biggest advantages of joining the franchise that you have seen? So, as opposed to doing it on your own, why or what do you see as some of the biggest advantages of building your dream, your vision and dream with Nuttha and Sabai Thai as opposed to doing it on your own?
So Sabai is already well-known brand and it's already commitment to quality, to wellness, to customer focus. Is aligned to my background is that customer
Mhm.
experience, operations, um, and it's give me the empathy in the community. The biggest advantage is that Nita and head office is already have the solid knowledge that feeling the solid give me the solid foundation. So that's what is the biggest advantage that I received from the Sabatai.
Nuttha, question for you. What do you wish more people knew about business ownership and what it takes to be successful?
I wish people deep dive into more franchising instead starting your own business because it's so challenging when I start my own business in the first location, breaking the ground, it's just so difficult. And many of them didn't make it, right? It is not easy to make it. It's a lot like a recipe, right? When you do cooking, they have so many recipe, right? It just, you need this, you need this, you need that to be successful. Franchising is already been designed, you already have a system, already have different recipe to make your success.
And what type of person do you think would thrive in a franchise system, and maybe specifically a Sabai Thai franchise?
For us is to people, more like a open-minded, have a natural entrepreneur type, and that is would match better, customer based, a little care for other, and that would be matched better with our brand. It's business oriented type piece of, and have some leadership skill.
Love it. Let me first off say it has been an absolute pleasure to hear about your journey into franchising, to hear about Stella's journey into becoming Sabai Thai's first franchisee. I would love to ask just one more question, and I'd love to ask it to each of you. And my question is, let's start with Stella. Stella, what is one truth about franchising that you know now that you didn't necessarily know at the beginning of your journey?
First, you already, like you said, already mentioned before that people always wondering like why I don't start up my own business, why I have to go to the franchising. Um, looking back, the time that I training and I talked to the Sabai Thai, and I knew that franchising that give you the opportunity to be confident on the ground with the knowledge, with the solid knowledge, with the people already know what is good for the business. That is the reason why I choose franchising, and I am really confident to be on the ground with the Sabai.
I thank you so much. That was super helpful. And Nuttha, you've known about franchising and kind of been thinking about it, you could say, for the last 20 years, because the year one you opened Sabai Thai, you were getting interest from your community. What is one truth about franchising that you know now, maybe has taken you years to learn, that you didn't know when you began franchising?
For me, if I look back, I wish I deep dive into franchising sooner, because I have interest long time ago, but I did not deep dive in, right? And in here, if lesson I can teach other people, if you're curious and have a dream or do something, just get in and learn about it, and then study until you understand. And then after I learn, deep dive into franchising, I just opened my eye, like, wow, it's better. I can't say anything more. It's way better to join franchise or be franchisor, that you commit to offer a better quality service, better business, and better opportunity for other people as well. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure to speak with both of you. I am so excited for Stella, your journey with Sabai Thai, which is just getting started. And Nuttha, congratulations on all your success in really taking your brand and helping others through the brand now become entrepreneurs. So it's incredible. And I wish you both amazing success, and I can't wait to follow along your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Franchise Canada Chats. I'm Renée Boudakian with Rubicon Franchise Partners, and this podcast is produced by Joelle Kidd with the Canadian Franchise Association. Missed an episode? You can find Franchise Canada Chats on Spotify, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcasts. For expert insights, success stories, and franchise opportunities, visit franchisecanada.online. And while you're there, subscribe to Franchise Canada e-News, a trusted resource for aspiring franchisees looking to achieve their dreams and build their franchise future. If you're exploring franchise ownership, check out lookforafranchise.ca or learn more about franchising at cfa.ca. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time.